Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Donald Clark. I am one of the acupuncturists here at CY Fertility, CY Healing Arts. How are you today? It's good to be back. I was away last week. We spent some time out on the Cape, ate some seafood, and watched some sunsets. So everybody do that. I Today it's a little different. I wanted to bring you up to speed on our weather here in Central New York. It has been hot, and I mean like hot, hot. And I know it's been dry and hot in other parts of the country as well. So I hope everybody is eating their watermelon and their summer foods. Unless you're keto, strict keto, then you're not going to be eating those. But if you are not keto, then I hope you are eating your watermelon and celery and summer squashes to help drain that heat out of your body, limiting your sugar because sugar converts right into heat. And it's been hot here. And let me tell you something, we don't need any more rain for a couple of weeks. We've had more rain than we know what to do with. And so let it be dry. Too much rain is as bad as not enough rain, right? So a nice even balance, and it's starting to get into mid-July here. Happy Fourth of July, and pretty soon here it's going to dry out. It does every year. That's just nature at its purest form. In the fall it tends to get dry and warm. And once we get a little later into the summer, late summer, early fall, we'll talk about the best ways to prevent too much dryness in our own bodies, right? We can become very dry sometimes. And we'll talk about that as well. That's a little ways down the road. Today, I wanted to talk about and revisit something that I think are very important in our lives and in our fertility journals and in the process of trying to start a family. And it's about love and compassion. Two simple words, love and compassion. I love you. You love me. How are you? Are you okay? I don't, in my own life, I try to practice it as much as I can, right? I mean, I try to be a yes person. I try to keep my love light shining. I try to keep the love turned on. And, you know, we only project what we really truly feel. So try to love more, right? Try to show compassion more. It's so important to do. And it's amazing, you could be having a day, or your partner or your wife or your husband or your friend or your family member could be having a day, a specific day. We all have our days where we might be feeling great, or we might be feeling down, or we might be feeling agitated, or we may be feeling super happy or whatnot. But if we're feeling down, or you see someone who's feeling down, or they're having a tough day, shine your love light on them, right? Show a little compassion, show some love. And sometimes, if we sow those seeds of love, they sprout into beautiful, beautiful creations of love. It can change someone's day. It really can. It can change a stranger's day. It can change someone close to us. It can change their days. And that's what we want, right? Turn off the TV, turn off the news, don't read the news. It's just full of negativity, full of not a lot of love, right? And there's a lot of love in the world. But if you let the other side consume you, the negatives and the downtrodden um, energies of the world around us, it can affect us, right? And it can dim our light. Don't let people dim your light, right? Keep it as bright as possible, right? Enjoy your days. At the end of the day, or at the beginning of the day, when we look at ourselves in the mirror or whatever, we reflect upon our day or ourselves, it's just us. We're by ourselves. We have our family and they're around us and we love them and they give us love. But but it comes down to just how we're feeling and how we interact with our surroundings, how we interact with people around us. So it's so crucial that not only do we keep our spirits high, but we project to the people around us that we are okay, we are strong, we are healthy, we are happy, we're content. Now, if that's not how you're feeling, that's not how you're feeling, and that's okay. But to get caught up in that um, negativity or sadness or anger, it's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy for the people around you. It's very unhealthy for you, and it's not helpful in the fertility journal, right? Journey. So keep your spirits up, keep your love high, keep your gratitude full, right? Um, and try your darndest to keep that strength going, right? Not everybody is able to keep their love light shining 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 365 days a year. It's just tough. I mean, that's just not the way, and that's not healthy, right? I mean, if you're always happy and always giggly and always brilliant, um, that's not always the best either. We need to have fluctuations in our emotion, but the key is to keep it steady, keep your keel even, right? And don't spend too much time high. Don't spend too much time low. Just right down the middle. And what it does is it allows you to navigate those curves that come at you, those curveballs. Life loves to throw curveballs at us, be it situational, be it emotional. But if you can stay even in your emotions and you're full of love, compassion, you can navigate those curves a little easier, and you can navigate everyone else's curves a little bit easier. So your family members, friends, family, colleagues, everyone's got a story. Everyone has a journey, and they love to talk about it. And the best thing to do is to listen. Be a listener. Be a good listener, and you'll find that people around you have an easier time, and you have an easier time. Some of the ways to bring yourself back to the middle is quiet time, right? We've talked about this time and time again. Put those screens down. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your heart. Listen to your spirit. There's so many ways to do that. Pray. We don't pray enough. And you pray to whomever you wish to pray to. But it's important to give thanks. So there's a lot of for the food we eat, for the air we breathe, for the ground we walk on. There's a lot that goes into it. It's just not it's not just an automatic thing that occurs, right? There's a lot of different components that go into our food, into our shelters, our housing, our buildings, our environments. A lot of sweat, a lot of tears, a lot of hard work. Farmers putting the food on our table. So it's good to give thanks because it puts it all in perspective. It lets us know that we depend on each other. We need each other. And to go through life solely alone, it's doable. You can do it, and some may be happier. But generally speaking, we're a social creature, and we need social interaction. And so give thanks, right? Remind ourselves that there's people helping us, even though we don't see it. There's people in the world that are there for us, though we don't see it. Life has become so automated that we tend to forget that there's a lot of people around us working with us and not against us. So give thanks, pray to whomever you wish to, and what that does is it slows your brain and opens up your heart. Right. So we're praying with our heart, and in Chinese medicine, the heart controls the mind. So we're opening up our hearts, and our minds follow. And what that does is it kind of restarts our brains too. So if we're taking the time in our busy days, if we're taking our time to slow down and give thanks and pray to whoever, like I said, I like to pray to the earth. I'm a big earth prayer. Some people like to pray to Christ the King, others to Allah, Buddha, Taoist masters, on and on and on, and pray and give thanks and show love. Right? It's very hard to do. It's so easy to go through life um, doing the things that aren't the best things for you, because the best things for you take effort and they take energy, and it's so easy to just eat the wrong foods. It's easy, it's simple, they taste good, and they're everywhere. You can get them, and they're not whole, right? So whole food, you have to cook and take the time, and they're a little bit more expensive and it takes a effort. So it's easy to go through life doing the wrong things. Sometimes it's easier to be irritable and snap and not be happy, because it just seems easier. But let me tell you, it takes a lot more energy to do those things than to just smile, right? Smile more, look up, smile more, and try to be happier, right? And I know it takes effort to talk to say, how are you? How are you feeling? Is everything okay? I love you. It takes effort, right? I mean, it's not for everybody. Everybody, it's sometimes it just rolls off their tongue and they mean it from their heart, and it's worked into their lives and they have a lot of happiness and love, and that's awesome. But say to people that you wouldn't normally say it to, that you do love, right? So let them know that you're there, and that you do love them. It's important. It makes them feel better. Makes you feel better. You're truthful and honest, and try to practice more love. Keep your love strong. I'm actually going to look at some questions, and I hope I can answer them. There's always some questions that are kind of, I can't really get into, and but I will take some questions, and I hope you're all well, and I hope you're having a great summer. Um, it's beautiful out. It's so gorgeous, and this is the time of year that we long for, when it's just in the winter, right? And the winter has its own beauty, you know. But everything's so lush. We've had so much rain and heat that everything is just so lush and so full. And take it in, enjoy it. I've never seen so many butterflies. There's just so many butterflies this year, and it's simple things like that personally I just absorb. I absorb them into my being, and that's what makes me shine and grow. So I'm gonna put my glasses on, and I'm gonna see if I can't answer some questions for everybody. Let's see what we can do here. Some of these are really, I had a guest speaker here last week or the week before last, and it was her name was Kristen. She's a massage therapist, brilliant, and she was very, very helpful in some of her and her perspective on IVF and embryo transfers and how massage helps. Now, I am going to bring more guests. Everyone's a little shy, right? No, they don't really want to do Facebook Live. Oh my gosh, I'm horrible, but it's really not bad. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring you an embryo transfer nurse, okay? And that embryo transfer nurse is going to come on, and she's going to answer some questions for you. It obviously isn't today, and I will do my best to get her here next week. Um, Good news is I am not going anywhere for the foreseeable future, so I will have reoccurring Friday afternoon Facebook Lives. So that's good. You can count on that. And so there will be people here. I also have Eric Buxton from the Andrology Lab. He's going to come on here real soon. He's going to talk about what they do in their andrology department. He'll answer some of your questions. So that'll be exciting. So I do have some really great guest speakers lined up. I like to say that. I always wanted to be a radio show host or a talk show host. Just kidding. But I will bring you a transfer nurse, and she will answer some of your questions. So some of these questions that I'm looking at, they really are the ones that would answer those questions, not me. Although I see some of the folks on here are answering the questions for the other folks, and that is absolutely 100% awesome. But whoops, there we are. Let's see. So one, one simple question. There's a couple questions. Can I have a baby with my tubes tied? You sure can. That's what we do here. And you know, I see it's raining a lot in East Texas and warm. Here too. It has been rough, but beautiful. And I always wanted to go to Texas. I always wanted to meet um, a woman named Dallas or Alice in Dallas. It's just, and so here we go. So the one question that I can talk about is the egg quality question. And egg quality, you're in the right place. There's so much you can do to improve your egg quality. Keto diet is great, right? So keep your keto diet going strong. We've talked about all the great things that we can do in our lives to slow ourselves down and try to give our body time to oxygenate and relax, and meditation, yoga, acupuncture, massage, conversation, socializing um, with family, with friends, laughing, breathing, right? Proper breathing techniques. All that stuff is going to build egg quality. And it's true. Um, Downstairs, the nurses have their spin on egg quality and how they will improve your egg quality. So, in combination with um, Western medicine, Eastern medicine, it's a win-win. And so your egg quality does improve. I've seen it time and time again, time and time again. Um, in my 20-something years of doing this, it's a positive advances are always made by making positive choices. It never goes the other way. It doesn't go the other way. You don't have negative effects from investing in your health or investing in your future, investing in your family. It doesn't go the other way. You don't have negative effects from it. So you only benefit from it. So those techniques, diet, right? If you're not keto, eat whole foods, eat seasonally, right? Here we go. Heat in the summer, eat those heat reducing foods. Um, in the fall, you eat fall foods, you eat winter foods, on and on and on. Tuning yourself into the seasons allows your body to kind of take a step back, breathe a little bit better, move through the seasons a little bit better. So eating seasonally, eating whole foods, eating keto, eating high fat, eating your good foods, that's really going to make the difference in egg quality. So continue to do those things. Light exercise. I'm not a fan of exercise if you're trying to start a family. Not into it at all. So I don't encourage that. Let's see. Love and compassion. Do it. Do it for yourself. Do it for the people around you. Don't get lost. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose track of who you are. Don't lose track of why you're doing what you're doing in the fertility journey. Don't lose track. It can become so fast and so whirlwindish that you might lose track of yourself. You might lose your center. You might pop off your axis a little bit. Get back to center. Get back to the baseline emotionally, spiritually. Stay there. It's okay to deviate. It's okay to get high. It's also okay to get low. But come back and realize it's a journey. It's not a vending machine. I walk up, I put my money in, push the button, baby. It's not that. It's a journey. So keep that in mind. I love you. Stay safe. Have fun. Eat lots of food. Please text me, call me, come in for acupuncture, come in for massage, and I'd love to see you. Thank you. Have a good day.